welcome to you. My name's Dale and this is Dale's Addiction. Today I want to bring to you a recent haulage video. Totally unplanned. As you probably are aware, recently I took a little weekend trip down to Melbourne, Victoria, here in Australia, known as a great shopping destination, also fabulous for culture, art and food. I vlogged that trip if you're interested in seeing those vlogs. There are two parts. I visited Balenciaga and checked out the Rodeo bag, and yeah, I got a lot of feedback on that particular video, so I am going to make a video about that moving forward, because I also checked out the FENDI Peekaboo Soft and I'm going to compare the two, so please consider subscribing if you would like to see that video. I also checked out some new pieces in Hermes, and those are all included in the vlog, so do yourself a favour and go and check them out. Now, there were some bits in the vlog that weren't covered in the vlog, I should say. And those are the purchases that I have with me today. Really interestingly enough, that's how surprising they were. They came about by pure chance and opportunity. So I'm excited to share with you technically four unboxings. The first is from CELINE, and if you watch the vlogs, you'll know what that's about, but I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. The second is from FENDI, and this one came all the way from Las Vegas. It's related because my husband went overseas for business after the Melbourne trip, and he picked this up for me when we saw it in the Melbourne FENDI boutique. And finally, Fred the Jewelers. And this is a wish list unboxing, and this one goes back quite a while. In fact, this time last year, as I was preparing to head to Paris, or was I in Paris already? I was in Paris already. This was firmly on my list, so I'm excited to share this one with you. But to start with, you know that if you watch the vlogs, I got my makeup done at Mecca. Now, what I love about doing that is that Mecca, depending on how much you spend every year, you get different rewards. You get bonuses every quarter, and every now and then they even have extra bonuses on top, and if you reach a certain status in their kind of loyalty program, you'll get a free service every year. I always love to get my makeup done and try new products, because you get stuck in a bit of a rut, and why not? Like, if it works, it works. But I picked up a couple of things that I really liked from this particular session that I wanted to share with you. The first one is this Kevyn Aucoin lip pencil, and it's called the Unforgettable Lip Definer, and this one is in minimal, and it's just a really pretty pink shade, and I'm not a big one for lipsticks. I like lips that look really neutral. So the beauty of this one is it comes with its own little sharpener in the bottom of the box, which is, you know, a basic human right. It also has a lipstick brush on the end of the pencil, so if you want to be really quite particular in the placement of your lipstick. And the lip pen, I'm just going to do a swatch there. You can see it's just a really lovely lip coloured colour, which is what you want. And I'm wearing it today with my Tom Ford Casablanca lipstick. So you can see the two of them together make quite a nice pairing. Really kind of neutral, not too much. I don't like too much on the lip. And you know, it saves you having to worry about getting lipstick on your teeth and on your glassware and on your lover, as I like to say. Of course, that's you, Mr. Addiction. There are no others. The next piece I picked up is I was chasing a kind of lightening concealer. As I have, I don't know, they say that you feel like you age, or you notice the most aging around 44 and 60. Well, she's approaching 44 and she can relate, and so I wanted a nice creamy concealer that would kind of pop and highlight the areas under my eyes and different areas of my face where I would like light to pop. And I got this Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer in 2 Fair, which is really quite fair for me, but it does the job. You just have to blend it out. So I will post the reel of my before and after makeup look, and you can just see how much it kind of brings forward this part of my eyes, and I'm not wearing it today and it figures. And the final one, you guys know that I'm a big fan of Hourglass, but I usually use the Hyaluronic Illusion Skin Tint. I like a really fine coverage. Well, I have decided to try the foundation, so I got the Ambient Soft Glow Foundation from Hourglass in the colour 7.5. So I have a neutral undertone, which is really good to know. My makeup artist was actually great at kind of explaining to me how to understand what my base colours are, so that I have kind of I tend to lean more warm in my skin tone, and so it helped me to kind of figure out, oh, when I'm thinking about buying other foundations, how do I do that? So this one I felt looked really great, didn't give me a cakey residue on my face. As you get older, fine lines, you don't want kind of matte, you want dewy, lovely kind of fresh looks. So yeah, I was really glad to bring home this foundation. So next was a little surprise gift with purchase from Celine, and I have to tell you, I was kind of shook because I haven't really spent much time in Celine. You know me, it doesn't really fit with my vibe. But I received 2 perfume fragrances with my purchase, and I was really blown away by this one. It is called Parade, and I have to say it is so delicious. Does anyone else use Celine fragrances? I hear that they're kind of really expensive, but this one apparently has hints of jasmine and green tea. So it's a beautiful floral, but again, it's not, it's fresh, but it's not citrusy, because I'm not really a big fan of the citrus. And the second one is called Rimbaud, and it's not for me. It's kind of leathery, I would say. Yeah, it smells very leathery, this one. Not really for me, but it's good to consider new fragrances, as I have been from Fendi as well recently, because they also do candles, and I love me a luxurious candle, and so Parade I could try in a candle rather than bringing another fragrance into my collection, because for me, I just like having my tried and true fragrances, the ones that are kind of my signature scent, and then I prefer to, you know, leave the rest to candles and things that I can smell occasionally. Alright, let's get on to the big things. From Celine, if you've seen the vlog, you know. If you haven't seen the vlog, this will be a nice surprise for you. It's funny that I was considering the fact that I have not purchased a pair of sunglasses for quite some time. And so these are the Triomphe 6 sunglasses, and I literally just wandered into Celine with my friend Eileen for something to do. So here's the beautiful packaging. I was actually looking for a pair of turquoise sunglasses to match the buckle on my new baguette. And I also liked the idea of a pair of white, but they had more of a creamy frame, and the cream just didn't really work for me. But then, here's the little slimline case. Celine does probably the best, most practical cases for their sunglasses, I have to say. Oh, I found these gorgeous kind of dusty pink nude gradient lens Triomphe 6 sunglasses, and they have the silver Triomphe logo on the band there, or on the arm, and they really are totally aligned with my personal style. They really are. They're so fun. They're different to my other sunglasses that I have. I recently did a sunglasses collection video. It's quite a hoot. If you haven't seen it, I do have a pair of like a really light pink, but nothing kind of like this gorgeous dusty pinky mauve colour. And I also have purple, so these fit beautifully into my collection, and a really unexpected surprise which I was grateful to find. I have to say, I don't talk about Celine much on my channel, but I do love their sunglasses. This is my 3rd pair of Celine sunglasses, and I feel that they will be another stayer in my sunglasses collection on high rotation. Okay, let's break with the normal programming and head to Vegas, shall we? So this piece, Mr. Addiction, was so lovely, and when you see it, you will laugh, to pick this up for me in Las Vegas. When we went to Fendi in both Chadstone and Collins Street, Mr. Addiction came with me to Collins Street. We had the most wonderful time, and I love to go. I've got relationships at Fendi right across Australia, and so sometimes there's an expectation when you go to a boutique that makes shopping, I'd say, a little less enjoyable. So it is nice to be a little bit anonymous. And particularly at Collins Street, I was for a while anyway, and I got to have a great look at all the Fendi Peekaboo Softs and a lot of new collection pieces. I also got to look at some amazing fur pieces, particularly at Chadstone. I'll share those with you another time. but I was showing Mr. Addiction this particular piece, and he was quite taken with it in the fact that it was quite unique and playful, and they didn't have it in the colour that I wanted. And so I said, oh, maybe you could pick it up for me in Las Vegas. And so I got online and I started having a bit of a look, and it turned out that there was a Fendi boutique right where he was staying at Caesar's Palace. So I'm like, fantastic. I'll just send you this little note and make it nice and easy for you to pop into the boutique and pick it up. And he did. So here we go. We have... I'm so excited about this. I've been waiting for these to go on sale and they just haven't budged. They haven't budged. It comes in this little bag. And it comes in this little bag. Yep. As if I wasn't going to pick up this gorgeous Chupa Chup collaboration. Oh, look out. I've got it all twirled up. Lollipop bag charm. Now, these came in a dove grey, a red, this blue, and I think there was like a chocolatey brown colour. But look at how like amazing that they are. They're magnetic. The amount of detail on these pieces is just divine. And yes, guys, it came with the packaging that talks about the collaboration. Let me tell you, realised by Fendi in collaboration with Chupa Chups, or Chupa Chups. The Fendi Cross Chupa Chup lollipop holder captures the essence of the Maison's craftsmanship and creativity with delightful plainness, a sweet accessory which combines functionality with the house's fun attitude and distinctive codes. Crafted by the skillful hands of Fendi's leather artisans in the form of a charm or necklace, it is made in soft leather and enriched with signature Celleria macro stitching details and the FF metallic logo. Through the adjustable leather strap, it can be attached to one's bag or neck, while the magnetic closure enables to smartly open and close the style and hide the lollipop inside of it. Adding exclusivity to this collector's item whilst paying homage to the Maison's legacy, the lollipop holder comes with 5 special co-branded and limited edition Chupa Chups, a symbolic reference to the 5 Fendi sisters. Unsuitable for contact with food, do not place unwrapped lollipops in the holder. So here's the bag. And yes, we're going to open one and pop it in. Like collector's edition. So we have 5 and we're going to take one. They actually look a little bit smaller than the regular, but we'll see. And we'll open it up and we'll pop the lollipop inside and snap it closed. Ta-da! Okay, let's have a look at it on a bag. So I've got my beautiful small ICU in the violet here. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Is that not the most beautiful combination? Let's try it with some others. Here it is with my beautiful small in the metallic. Oh my God. A Chupa Chup with a crocodile peekaboo with my acid green petite. It's a vibe on this nano peekaboo. How about with Galusha? What about old meets new with my vintage shearling baguette and a beautiful little modern fun and whimsy lollipop holder. The list goes on. I can't wait to play with this. It's so much fun. Okay, and finally we have another gift that Mr. Addiction bought for me from Fred, and I'm so excited. My hair is really annoying me today. It's at that in-between length where it's just kind of sitting inside my collar. It's very irritating. Anyway, Fred was on my wish list for Paris last year. And, well, let's just say if you saw my travel vlogs and my unboxing from my trip last year, you'll know that there was no room left for Fred to make an appearance in my life at that point in time. I heard about the brand Fred and what's inside of this package from my lovely friend Tanaz. Hi Tanaz. And Tanaz used to be a regular contributor to my subscriber unboxings as well. We met up in London, here we are, and had the most wonderful time. Now, I also went to Fred in Sydney in, I'm going to say, late February, early March with Meredith, and played around a little bit too. and it was quite overwhelming, I have to say, for the first time. So the cooling off period has been quite significant until, you know, September, and I think that's a good thing at times. Now I have to say, the team at Fred in Russell Street were just amazing. It was such a lovely experience. It was not planned. I was literally, you know, playing a bit of a spoilt brat with Mr. Addiction, saying, you've been shopping all day and I haven't got anything. And we were staying right next to Bulgari and Cartier, and I told him about Fred, and he said, well, let's go to Fred, because he was outside of Fred purchasing Lune croissants for me as well. And if you know that line, you know you're there for quite a while, so he was able to have a good look around. Anyway, the team was so lovely. They gave me this beautiful gift. I mean, look at the colours. The colours and the packaging are so beautiful. I think we popped in at like, it must have been like 4 o'clock or something. So this is actually a home diffuser set, and it has the most beautiful fragrance. So it's a reed diffuser set. It has the most beautiful fragrance in it, and that was just a gift, and I was just like, wow, thank you. And here is the package. Also received this little box, and inside it's a little travel pouch. It is so cute. Like, look at the top of it. The colour is just gorgeous. And then when you open it up, oh, there's a little silica packet. When you open it up, it's got all these little pouches around the outside for all of your little bits and pieces, like earrings and rings. And then if you pull it right open, it's got like a big base where you could put bangles and bracelets and things like that. So it's such a clever design, and it's so cute. And then you just loop it up and tie a bow around it, and it takes up no room. So I thought that was a really pretty little touch as well. Here is what we are waiting for. It was so hard to decide. So I've got a little bit of an instruction guide in here. I also have a guarantee of what I have purchased and from whom. It is, here we go. So I picked up with Mr. Addiction's expertise and help, and in fact I'll tell you a little bit more about how we got to decide on what we decided. The Force 10 in both the beautiful emerald green and the pink. Now the buckle is the key piece that we're focusing in on here. That is the jewellery. I'm trying to focus that. So it is white gold with half diamonds. There is a full diamond option. There is also kind of a another more detailed diamond option as well. It comes in rose gold and yellow gold, and all of these cables are made of nylon, and they're really hard. They look soft, but they're actually really hard. And the Force 10 was born out of the stormy seas and the connection on sailing ships. And so it's quite hardy. I love the industrial look of it, but also how pretty it is, and the colours. The colours were the hardest thing for me to decide on. Look at that beautiful hardware. I preferred the more white gold and little less diamonds, because I think it's more fitting with this particular style. The green on my skin, so the green, if we just pop it there, I'll pop in some mod shots, and the pink were just absolutely standout colours, which is no surprise when you know my personal style. But just look at that. Like, I was not sure whether to go full metal or not. It just, oh, it's so gorgeous. It's casual yet dressy. You can purchase more bands. So you can purchase the metal bands. You can purchase bands that have different coloured metals on the end. So these also come in the white gold or silver, the yellow gold and the rose gold. So you can purchase necklaces to go with it as well. So you can use the buckle as a necklace feature also. I wanted to be able to wear this on my right hand with my Cartier Love and my tennis bracelet, but also on my left with my Cartier tank. So apparently this pink wasn't available when I went to look, because I did not remember it from my first trip. And I'm so grateful that sometimes you wait for a reason. But I love the fact that this is fine jewellery with a fashionable twist. It's that mixture between industrial, fine jewellery, very wearable, but also very elevated. To me, that is the version of luxury that I want in my life, and it was such a surprise. I'm so taken aback. I mean, it's not a small investment for this buckle, just let me tell you that much. But you can look online and see what you might like. Plus, obviously, they're always bringing out new pieces, and so the opportunity to continue to add to your collection and really have quite a unique piece in your wardrobe is so unique and special. I love the opportunity to customize things and to get more than one piece, I guess, out of an investment. And I do think that, I just love it. I do think that it's unique enough, and I know that, you know, there are lots of more fine jewellery chain options and what have you. I'll put some website footage up here, but as a dipping my toes into a brand that aligns with my, you know, philosophy, I suppose, on style and how often I'm going to wear it. The fact that I could get 2 bracelets for one, and that's just the beginning, is just so exciting to me. So yeah, there is my recent Melbourne unexpected haul. Like, you know, with lots of commonality in the pieces, I think. I mean, we're not going, should we count the shoes? Okay, I also bought a pair of the Adidas special sneakers because I got blisters and I needed them and I didn't wear them, but I also got these too. So, you know, it was a lot of unexpected shopping in Melbourne, but they all have something in common: the colours, the fun, the whimsy, and also the practicality. I mean, this is practical. I've always needed something to carry my lollipops around in, right? If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'd love to see you back for the next one. Until then, ciao.